Hey folks, so it's been about 2 weeks since I last started the Alfetta. So I'm giving her a bit of an airing out right now, just to let her idle and air out her lungs a little bit, and as well as the interior. This is very important to do for older cars, because hey, this car's interior is 40 years old, so it needs a bit of airing out every once in a while, and that includes not just the rears, the interior of the front and back, but also the boot behind me. And yes, I always carry a fire extinguisher in any of my cars, not just the Alfa Romeo. So no jokes about why are you expecting a fire or something. No, it's just good to carry a small fire extinguisher in every car. So yes, even the boot is getting aired out, and as you can see, my custom boot strut there working very well. So here we go, there's the interior, and if you can hear, she's just purring along and idling very nicely. So the temperature on idle is supposed to stay right about there in the 80s, and when you're driving hard, maybe it goes up to that bar in between the 80 and 120. It should never go into the 120. Yeah, a little bit of backfire. I think I still need to get the carbs tuned. And once she gets going though, lovely, lovely. So yeah, just airing her out, letting her clear her lungs a little bit. And she'll be good to go. I recently got this done. This is a 8-inch black stripe here to cut out the glare, and I've got heat tint on the front. Then I did a 50% tint on this side, 80% on the side here, and 80% at the back. Not too dark, not too light, just nice. So yeah, I'll let her idle nicely now, quietly, just for a while. Idling is smooth, but I think, yeah, she needs an Italian tune-up. So stay tuned for that. I think that's coming tomorrow. Okay. Oh, one more thing. I've added back the emblems at the back. So I've got one cloverleaf Alfa Romeo there, and this is a classic Alfa Romeo emblem. Very old. As you can see, the laurel surrounding the Alfa Romeo logo. It's a very old logo, and if you look these up, these are quite sought after actually. And there's the model of the car. So yeah, nice. Okay, stay tuned for the drive coming tomorrow. It's just a teaser for you. Just want to make sure she starts before I go for the drive tomorrow. Alrighty then, take care, bye bye. Driving the Alfetta! Woohoo! Oh! Forgot to heel and toe. It's a lovely day out. Just finished with the Mercedes event. You can check out that video coming soon. Bentley just slowed down to have a look. That just made my day. You know, the thing about driving these old cars, these old Alphas especially, it's not about the speed. I mean, I'm only doing what? Oh, I have no idea because my speedometer is broken. But it's not about the speed, it's just about the cruising and enjoying the drive. I mean, really, seriously enjoying the drive. Ah, man. And one cool thing about driving an old classic, people generally give you way. You know, they let you cut in, and because they know it's like, if they don't, bad things might happen. You know, bad karma, because you don't diss classic cars. But really, you know, I got the windows down. It's a hot day, but I've got the windows down because that's how I like to drive this car. People are looking and probably thinking, this guy is mad. Mad! I mean, you could bake a cake on the asphalt outside. You could fry an egg with you know, bacon and cheese. But I love driving this car with the windows down. Like I told you, the stereo works, but I've not used it. I just turned it on the other day just to see if it works, and it works. But what I love most is just listening to the sound of this engine, that sonorous Alfa Romeo sound. I can't, hard to put into words actually. Very difficult to explain. You gotta experience it for yourself. Adjust the camera a bit. There we go. Let you see a little bit more of the outside. So this is the drive I promised you. Fifth gear. Yes, 5 speeds. From 1979. That was a big thing in 1979. 5 speeds. Are you there? Yeah, you're there. So nice. Like I was saying, I was going for a gunmetal grey, but it came out almost bronzish, which I quite like actually. So I think I'm gonna be keeping the color just the way it is. Yeah. WQ from 1979, and I have a sneaking suspicion this car used to be a police car because there are holes in the dashboard for the radio. Yeah, bola satu, bola satu. I'm sure you remember that. If you watched Jin Samsudin's movie Gerak Kilat, you will see that this car was actually featured prominently. And if I'm not mistaken, the number plate of that car in the movie was WQ as well. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, this is it. This is it, guys and gals. There's my baby. So like I said, I got the tint done, 50% on the side, 70% VLT in front, and 80% at the back. And there we go. That's her. So if you can see, the paint job is very nice. I think Chris did a very good job. And yeah, I'm liking the way she looks. 40 years old, and I just drove it into KL and back out again, and she's just singing along. Okay, so let me get back inside. Oh, but since I'm outside, there's the interior. You know, I will never get bored of looking at this interior. I love this interior. Back from a time when the wood went actually into the instrument cluster, not just on the dashboard, but into the instrument cluster as well. Yeah. So, like I said, there are many cars out there. Give them a second chance. This car personifies the fact that these old Bellas really do deserve a second chance. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Yeah, these old Bellas really do personify the fact that all cars deserve a second chance. I mean, she's 40 years old. Try and get your head around that for a sec, okay? 40 years ago, 1979, what were you doing? Were you even born yet? I was in primary school, and yeah, these cars were running around as police cars. Cars for the private buyer, you know, for the masses, and also as police cars. So testament to their hardiness. Yeah, police cars. And wow, 1979. That year predates everything that you're holding in your hand right now to watch this video. Whatever mobile device you're holding, it predates all that. It predates the laptop you're looking at this on now. It predates the desktop probably that you're looking on this now, unless you're using like a Commodore 64, which probably doesn't even play videos. Wow, So you know what? Yeah, it's a labor of love. Things will go wrong. I mean, there are already things that are going wrong with this car. I'll be honest with you, it's not perfect. I'm nowhere near done that. Like I said, it's very hot outside, but I love having the windows down, so that's just me. I'm nowhere near done yet. There's still a lot to do. There's a backfire that I gotta figure out. I think the carburetors need to be tuned. I think what else? A couple more things. There was a few more things. Yeah, the wipers seem to have a mind of their own, and you know, moods. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But these are not problems. This is all character, okay? And all the oil on the ground and on my porch and stuff like that, you know, that's not a leak. You know, that's just this car marking its territory. Yes, they're very territorial. So okay, all these excuses that we make, that Alfa Romeo fans make for their cars, really, you know, what's the one way to double the resale value of your Alfa Romeo? Fill the tank. Okay, bye-bye.
Watch out, accident reported ahead.
Not me. You know, I would love to get pulled over by a policeman in a new police car so that I could take a video of the new police car and this old police car. I have been stopped at a roadblock before, but not because I was infringing any law or anything. The guys manning the roadblock, the police roadblock, actually wanted to see the car, because they were second or third generation police officers, and their fathers and grandfathers used to have this as a Kereta Ronda, as in their police car. Wow. I mean, the history and provenance of this car, this model, is in Malaysia is so amazing. Everybody can relate to it. I do admit I feel a little bit self-conscious sometimes driving this car. For one thing, I mean, I look like a frigging idiot. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm driving this car with the windows down and no aircon on. The aircon works. The previous owner loved to drive the car with the windows up and the aircon on. That's why the aircon works so well, and the power windows didn't work when I got the car back. But I'm the other way around. I prefer to have the windows down. Just to hear this engine. 2-liter, naturally aspirated, just dual overhead cam, carbureted, twin Delotto carburetors. I have no idea how many bhp, I have no idea how many torques. I don't care. It could be 15 bhp and 12 torques, I don't care. I just love this sound. This is coming from a time when cars were made with passion. Somewhere along the assembly line, they infused a soul, a car equivalent of a soul into this car. You don't get that anymore. You don't get that anymore. Good or bad, you don't get that anymore. Back to the Alfa Romeo. They don't have faults, they don't have problems, it's all character. And if it catches fire, it's only because it's too cold and it was trying to heat itself up. All these excuses. But the reward for one that's in beautiful running condition, or even decent running condition like this one, the rewards are beyond reproach. The rewards are beyond comprehension. You will not know what I'm talking about until you actually drive one. are not easy cars to drive. I'll be the first to admit that they aren't. In fact, they're quite difficult, quite cumbersome. There are certain techniques you need to use. You need to learn this car's characteristics. You need to learn this car's mannerisms, character. Then, only then can you fully exploit it. If not, it's going to feel horrible. Just a different angle. Fifth gear. Revs drop to about 2002. I'm doing about, oh, sorry. Need to fix the speedometer. Yeah, that's one of the things I still need to do. Fix the speedometer. Just cruise, baby. I'm so tempted to take this on a much longer distance drive. And I'm talking like maybe into Thailand. Can you imagine this car driving around Thailand? Woohoo! I mean, I'm not talking about Bangkok. Hat Yai, Danong, Betong, Phuket. Who knows? So nice. It's just a joy to drive. That's it really. Bring back the joy of driving. No power steering, no power brakes. Curiously, power windows. I would have preferred wind-ups actually. Really, I would have preferred wind-ups. Front and back. I'm just rambling, aren't I? Okay, I'll be quiet. So, okay, I'm almost home. Parting words, just, I'm not telling you to go out there now and buy a car from 1979. You're gonna hate me if you do. But you're gonna have to be prepared for a lot of things to go wrong. Especially if it's a Continental, like this Alfetta. You just think about it this way. The technology that was being used to make these cars back then, how different were they compared to cars of today? Robotics? Nah. Computerization? Nah. CAD? Meh. CAN bus? What the F is that? Nothing. So raw, so basic. No airbag, no ABS, no EBD, no VSC, no TC, no hill descent control, no hill ascent control. Nothing. Honest cars. Made from a time when I can't even begin to tell you how different the world was when this car was new. Different world completely. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this drive. I have. Drove it all the way to KL Pack and back. Lovely drive. Lovely drive. Off the highway now.
Watch out, pothole on road ahead.
That's one of the things I love most about Waze. It tells me where the potholes are. So now that the ambient noise level outside is subdued a bit, you can hear the engine. You know, the fact that this car is still running after 40 years, after possibly being abused as a police car, I don't know, it just, to me, that's so impressive. Awesome. Right. Okay, so till the next drive, be safe, be cool, you all, and I'll catch you all later. Inertia real seatbelts still work. I can't lean forward to turn off my camera. Excellent.